piece of music in the modern manner, sweet and slow, light and bright. Produced for your entertainment by the Directorate of Public Relations of the Australian Army. Featuring Laurie Wilson, the Hammond organ, and the On Parade Quintet. Somebody once said, and it has often been quoted since, that sergeants are the backbone of the army. This may well be the case, but do you know how the rank of sergeant originated? Well, that brings us to our topic for this week, ranks in the army. And whilst you're thinking about our friend the sergeant, let's listen to our quintet as they give out with Blue Skies. The origin of sergeant? Well, harking back to the old English feudal system, many of the rank and file of the army were sons and servants of the larger landholders. These men were referred to under the one title of servients. The word servients was soon corrupted into its present form of sergeant. Recently, we had a request for the origin of the rank of honorary colonel. Well, this at first glance appeared to be a simple task. Some considerable time later, we still hadn't got the answer. This led to a lot of research into the ranks and terms of the army. Well, on the subject of requests, we've had many for our pianist Ronnie Rosenberg, so here he is to play Moonglow. The honorary colonel was originally a wealthy man who formed a regiment and paid for its equipment and upkeep. As he was not as a rule a military man, he became the honorary colonel who paid the bills, whilst the regiment was commanded by a man of military background. Hence such regiments as the Duke of Cornwall's Light Infantry, sponsored by the Duke of Cornwall. All the tradition of those ranks and regiments goes far back into British history. But to strike a more modern note, here is Irene Hewitt to sing Rock Right.
Rock right, soon as you get off the train. Rock right, till you get to 4th and Main. Rock right, right into the ice cream shop. Get a couple of corks and a soda pop. Rock right, till you pass the parking lot. Rock right, till you reach the coffee pot. Rock right, when you reach the skating rink. Get Betty and Joe and Fran and Dink. The folks went to the movies, they left the house to me. We'll get that big beat rolling, what a bash it's gonna be. Rock right, till you reach the junior high. Rock right, there's a little church nearby. Rock right, then you'll hear a solid 4 come a-rockin' and a-rollin' through my front door. Why, they left the house to me. We'll get that big beat rolling, what a bash it's gonna be. Rock right, till you reach the junior high. Rock right, there's a little church nearby. Rock right, then you'll hear a solid 4 come a-rockin' and rollin' through my front door.
I wonder how many listeners realize that captain is the oldest military title in existence. The word captain is derived through the Spanish capitan, and of course the word has many uses outside the army. Even in the army, the term once implied a much higher command and importance than it does today. A lieutenant comes from lieu, in place of, and tenant holds, or one who holds or deputizes for another in the army, the officer next below a captain, and one who deputizes for him. Men who make the army their career are enthusiasts. The great Cole Porter was feeling enthusiastic too when he wrote, "I get a kick out of you." And that's all in this edition of On Parade. And now this is Jim Berinsen saying cheerio until the same time next week when this program, produced by the Directorate of Public Relations of the Australian Army and recorded by AWA, is again On Parade.